When I go through just my district and see whole neighborhoods devastated, and people are not asking to be restored whole, they're doing the best they can, and they're having some faith in their government to help them out. And you know, I think, you know, we're looking at, my big thing is furnaces. Winter's coming. It gets cold in Duluth. You get a northeast wind off that lake, and you've got problems. And we've got people who are being taken care of at home. They've already remortgaged, so they make sure they have a furnace to take care of their 90-year-old parent. And there needs to be some assistance from their government. If we can't depend on government to help us during disaster, when can we? And I think, you know, that the cleanup has been amazing so far, and what people have done with their property is amazing. But I'll tell you, the devastation you can't imagine. You really can't imagine. Senator Reiner talked about 50 feet washouts on 210. We're talking 500 feet. I mean, Representative Beard saw those. You know, that links two communities. And we need to take a good look at that. You go to Fond du Lac, and they don't have yards. They have piles of sediment, several inches or feet thick. When I went out there, Mission Creek was above the yards. It was supposed to be 6 feet below the yards. You know, and I have to say, MnDOT did a great job in conjunction with DNR to restore that one creek. But there's 44 creeks in the city of Duluth. And when we look at this region, you know, from Aiken to Duluth, it's 100 miles. It's 150 miles to Grand Portage, and it's 50 miles to Moose Lake. This is a huge portion of our state. It isn't a river that flooded. It is something that devastated a whole region, and we need to keep that in mind. And nobody's asking for a free handout. We're asking for a lift up. That's what we're asking for. And we need to think in those terms. And, you know, I was surprised that it was only $95 million. I was surprised that the initial FEMA number was $108 million. You know, when you look at Highway 210, you're talking $50 million probably, just for that one road. So I think we need to keep those kind of things in mind and work together in being responsible, you know. And I do serve on transportation, but I have a lot of more concerns than transportation. And I'm trying to make sure that my people are taken care of because winter's coming. And that's first and foremost in my mind. And so we're willing to work together, but we need to be diligent and retrospective about how devastating this disaster was, because it's nothing that we've seen before.
Thank you, Representative Gauthier. And I think that, you know, we're here gathering information today, and we appreciate the input that the legislators from that district are able to provide to us, and those who have had an opportunity to get up there and look at the damages that have been caused. And this state has always helped people in disaster circumstances, and we will again this time. We just want to make sure that we do it in a thoughtful way, and that's, you know, we have some time yet, not a lot of time. We know we have to do it expediently. I understand the concern about furnaces and making sure people have heat coming this winter, especially in that region of the state. It's even colder than down here in the Twin Cities. And so we won't dally. We'll stay on this and be diligent and look for all of your input as we move forward.